Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to use your whys to supersize and grow your business. And by whys, I literally mean the question why. 5 whys or 7 whys. There's 2 different exercises, and I use them in slightly different ways. The 5 why exercise I use to ask the question 5 deep as to why I lack what it is that I want. So say I want a more profitable business in whatever industry I'm in. And I would ask myself the question, well, why do I lack confidence in supersizing my business in the coaching industry, in the manufacturing industry, whatever industry, or how you ever want to word it? It's about asking myself, why don't I have what I want already yet? Because that digs down to what the fear, or it's usually fear. It's almost always a fear thing, something I'm afraid of or something I doubt or worry about in my own life. And I want to identify what that is so that I can address it. And the 7 why exercise I learned from Dean Graziosi in 2020. He shared it in January of that year, which is, it turned out to be the perfect time for such a tool to add to my toolbox. I'd always use the 5 why exercise, but I'd use it in both a positive and negative aspect. And it gets deep, but like Dean, I was skeptical as to whether the going 2 levels more deeper by asking 2 more whys, if that would make a difference. And I will personally attest to it absolutely positively does. And you're not going to know unless you actually sit down and do the exercise, right? We can be skeptical all we want, but until we try it out on ourselves, how do we know if it's for us or not? We don't know. We're just guessing or speculating, or our subconscious is talking out of us doing something that might really, really benefit us. So today I explored for the Be a Better You annual challenge, both the 7 why exercise and the 5 why exercise. And I created an example for a woman named Kelly who is starting a new coaching business and wants to build and grow and supersize her business. And then John, who is a mid-level manager in a manufacturing company that wants to advance his career and be in the C-suite someday. That's his long-term goal and objective. So I did both the 5 why exercise to figure out what's holding them back and the 7 why exercise for them to figure out what's driving them. What's your passion? To me, I like to ask the question in a more positive way when I'm doing the 7 why exercise, because I really want to dig down and find out what my driver is for being more confident in this case, or for being and having more of anything that I want, or creating whatever my goal is. And so I would ask myself, why do I want the thing that I want? Why do I want to be more confident in a specific area or not? Why do I want to be more confident at all? Why do I even care? And I ask myself a series of 7 whys, and I get down to what is my main motivator and driver. And that's what we always want to do, because we only can motivate ourselves, right? We can only be responsible, actually 100% responsible for ourselves, even though as business owners, we're 100% responsible for all the stuff that everybody in our business does. Whether we believe it or not, we absolutely positively are. That's why we have insurance. That took that down the wrong road. So I've shared the 7 why exercise hundreds, if not thousands of times, probably thousands of times at this point. And I think it's a really powerful tool. I guess I could run through an example just to show you how we do it. All we do is we ask ourselves, well, let's do 7 because that's a couple more, but why, you just ask a different question on the front end for the 7 versus the 5. So what do I want is the first thing I ask. Why do I want to be more confident in my life? But let's do Kelly's example, because that takes the personal out of it, right? I don't have to share all my inner workings. So Kelly asked the question for the 7 why exercise, why do I want to be more confident to supersize my business? And her first answer was, because I want to attract more clients and grow my revenue. Well, that's pretty standard for all of us, right? Well, why do you want to attract more clients and grow your revenue, Kelly? Because I want to build a sustainable and thriving coaching business. Well, why do you want to build a sustainable and thriving coaching business? Because I want to make real impact and help people transform their lives. Well, why do you want to make real impact and to help people transform their lives? So you see, the answer to the previous why becomes the question for the next why. And we answer that, and that becomes the question for the next why through the 7 iterations. And we get down to, and I'm not going to do the whole thing because it takes a while, to Kelly's final response. Her 7 why is because I want to leave a legacy of empowerment and change lives. So that is what we're trying to get to, is what is really the motivation that is driving you to create the business that you want and to have the confidence to create that business. And then in the 5 why exercise, we ask, okay, well, why do I lack the confidence to grow my business right now? And then you get an answer and you ask the same thing. You say that becomes the question for the next why question. I hope I'm being clear enough on this. Any challenges with this, please hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And maybe if you're brave, share in the comments below either the response to your 5 why for asking this question in your life or the 7 why. Up to you. All right. Have a great day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.